What's going on, America? It's your boy Jay Hanovi. Welcome back to Reminiscing with Jay. If you didn't see my last episode, if you didn't see episode 10 that I just recorded, go ahead and check that shit out. You'll see how mad I get at the end of the video. I did get real mad, but I did kind of rage a little bit because talking about my dad, pissing me off. I technically pissed myself off in that video. Talking about my worst ass whooping ever. My dad beat the shit out of me like a slave after he accused me of drinking an empty bottle of Smirnoff that was conveniently sitting on my fucking nightstand at the resort. At National Harbor Resort, it was sitting on my nightstand, and I put it in the trash can. It wasn't mine. It was my cousin's. He put it on the nightstand because he was going in there to go take a shower. After he got out of the shower, he put his clothes on, and he just left the Smirnoff bottle there. I seen it when I was getting ready to play the game, and I just took it and I put it in the trash. I didn't drink it, but my dad assumed. At first he assumed that I was smoking in the room, and as he was searching and sniffing, he looked in the trash can and seen the Smirnoff bottle, and then accused me of drinking it. And I was thinking in my head that day, like, how the fuck are you gonna accuse me of drinking something that I didn't even fucking drink? I want to cuss him out so bad, Joe, but I wasn't gonna get ghetto. No, I'm too old school for that. I'm too country for that. I wasn't gonna do that. But anyway, speaking of ghetto, I ain't ghetto at all. I've never been ghetto, although I used to act like it. But anyway, speaking of ghetto, back in 2000, let's see about 2006. No, it was before that. It's 2005 actually, during the summertime. Yeah. During the summertime. This is before my grandma Rita died. She died in 2005. I forgot what month she died. I'm not sure. I think it was October. I don't know. It might have been September. But this is in the summertime. It's like June. Maybe July. I don't know. I think it was June. I think it was just getting out of school. Now, me, my cousin Gizmo. Gizmo's his nickname, but his real name is Robert, but we call him Gizmo. And my cousin Whoopi. Y'all know him from last video that I was talking about. 20-year-old. At this time, we all was 9, 10, and 11. Tajon Whoopi, he was born in 95. Well, actually, no, he was born in 94. December of 94. I might add. I was born in January 1996. And Gizmo was born in March of 1997. And I don't understand Gizmo now, man. His dumb ass got put out of school, and then he had to go to Job Corps. Man, he ain't doing shit. He's staying at home. He shouldn't have been fucking up at school, because he was supposed to be graduating this year, but he stayed back twice. He's a fucking idiot. He probably watching this video right now, and if he is, you need to get up on your feet, man. Stop being a dick. Stop being a dumbass. Go back to school. Or get your GED or something. Get an education. You don't have to go to college. I'm just saying. Get your mind right. Get your life right. Impress your mama. Because right now, she mad as fuck at you. Shit, my mama ain't your mama and she mad at you. I'm mad at you. I mean, we all disappointed. Your dumb ass stayed back twice. Why? You wouldn't do your fucking work. You following the wrong crowd. You follow my footsteps. Being like everybody else. Not being yourself. Following the wrong crowd. Being a dumbass, not doing your schoolwork. Stealing shit. Talking back to the teacher. Getting suspended. Getting expelled. You really did the same shit I did. Follow my footsteps. I kind of think it's my fault, but then again, I don't. It's really his fault because he shouldn't have been following my footsteps in the first place. I wasn't even following my own footsteps. I was just doing that shit just to be cool. You know, I was trying to fit in. I wasn't trying to be a nerd. Because nerds get bullied. And I wasn't trying to get bullied, so I had no choice but to follow the wrong crowd. But once I got to 12th grade, I was all good and dandy. I didn't follow the wrong crowd anymore. I changed. I didn't use that fake-ass DC accent anymore. I've been spending more time in VA than DC. Been spending time with my fam back home in VA. And, yeah, my attitude changed. I got my original accent back, and I'm happy. I don't have to be the same ghetto DC nigga that I used to be. Yeah. Anyway. So, me, Whoopi and Gizmo. Well, me, Gizmo, and his sister Shantae, we call her Tay Tay. And my sister Pinky, her name is Jasmine, we call her Pinky. We were staying at Whoopi and his sister Aljani's house. We call her Nene. And Whoopi and Nene's mama and dad, they were married at the time. They split now. They got a divorce. And my uncle got a new girlfriend, and I'm using her Netflix account, and they're split now. They ain't going together no more, which is kind of funny. I don't know what he's seen in her, but shit. Anyway, 6 minutes in. Anyway, we were staying at their house. My uncle, Gary, we call him Winky, and my Aunt Mel. My Aunt Melanie, we call her Mel. Mama called her Maybelline, which is kind of funny. My Aunt Winky and my Uncle Mel, they was out for like 2 days. Maybe, I don't know if it was 3, maybe it's 2, I don't know. Oh, almost forgot. This is episode 11 of Reminiscing with Jay. This is me witnessing my first ever hood shootout. You know, just sitting there watching. You know, like gunshots just came out of nowhere. And I'm not the only one. I'm not the only nigga that thought it was fireworks. Because niggas like fireworks all the time. It don't even have to be July. But they always do that shit before July even pops up. So it wasn't just me that thought it was fireworks. Because I heard the shit and I was looking. And my cousin was like, "Get down, fool. Get down." I'm going to get to that in a second. Though. I don't want to spoil it. So, yeah, my grandma was staying there at the time. Because she didn't have a house. She got put out of her house in the ghetto a couple miles from there. You know, my grandma was a nice lady. You know, she lived in Simple City. For those of y'all that live in D.C., you know what Simple City is. My grandma lived in Simple City. She lived on a house on the end. And she was selling candy, ice cream, sodas, and shit like that. And giving kids rides that she seen walking. And yeah, just helping out kids. She was the neighborhood lady. You know, the neighborhood helper. Everybody loved her. You know, when she was living there, I think about 2002. You know, and that was actually the first time I heard of DC Sniper. Back in 2002. And that DC Sniper, yo, for a black sniper, that dude was fucking clever. Because, you know, white snipers, they get caught. I'm sorry, I'm just saying, white snipers get caught, but that black sniper dude was... Actually, you know what? Kind of clever. Because I seen Crimes of the Century on Netflix. And it was talking about the DC Sniper. And I forgot what kind of car he had. It looked like the Esperanto from GTA 4. But dude was driving some kind of car, and the tag was all fucked up in the back. And it had a little hole. In the car, he was laying in the back seat. Had the back seat like leaned back like this all the way. And he had the sniper rifle pointing out the back. He had a little hole like right where the tag should be. The tag was like crooked a little bit, the license plate. And the sniper rifle like sitting out of it. It was like a kind of like a medium sized hole. It wasn't too small, wasn't too big. It was a medium sized hole. And dude was like sniping random ass people. Men and women. Just sniping random people until they got like, what was it? $250,000? No, I think it was $1 million. I think it was $1 million. I'm not sure. I don't remember how much money they wanted. But they said more people are gonna die until we get what we want. Then eventually they got caught. They got caught eventually, and man, when I heard the DC sniper, I was scared of shit to go outside. And dude was clever as fuck. I mean, in the areas that he was in, you didn't know where the fuck the shot came from. You just seen bitches get shot in the face. A couple people survived. I mean, he even shot a kid, a 13-year-old. And I'm like, damn, dude, you really that damn sick? You had to shoot a kid? The fuck? And I think the school, I don't know if the schools was closed or not. Maybe they were shut down. But, damn. Shit was crazy. But enough about the DC sniper. Let's get back to this story. First time I witnessed a ghetto shooting. Ghetto shootout. Hood shootout. Yeah, like I said, my grandma was staying at my uncle's house at the time. She got put out of her house for not paying bills and shit. I think my uncle had moved out. My uncle David had moved out of her house and moved in with my uncle Tim, his brother. So, yeah, so she been staying at my uncle Winky's house. And we was there. We was bored as shit. I ain't even like going over there because she kept making us sit down the whole time. You know, watch TV with her. But it really wasn't that boring though, because she would put on some good ass movies. You know? I mean, we was watching crime shows too. You know, Law and Order and CSI, and also watching hospital shows like Grey's Anatomy, House. I don't think Grey's Anatomy was. I know what. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I remember them saying shit about that on South Park back in 1999 in the early 2000s. So yeah, Grey's Anatomy, House, 90210, shit like that. And for the movies, we was watching a bunch of random shit, Set It Off, and some other. I forgot what else we watched, but I know Set It Off was one of the best movies I watched. Me, Whoopi, and Gizmo went outside one day. We left the girls in the house. You know, my sister and their sisters. We left them in the house. They was in there with Grandma. Me, Whoopi, and Gizmo, we all went to the playground. That was down there. It's right down the street from where he lives at. And that playground still exists to this day. It's still a little fucked up, but it still exists. Well, we went on that playground. It was a newly built playground. There's two playgrounds down there. There's one that's red and blue. That one is fucked up. That thing been there for years, man. Shit been there since 2000, 2001, I think. Nah. I think 2002. I don't know. But 2004, 2005, they started building the playground, and it was like yellow and orange. Still there to this day. She was down there playing on the playground. I'm hitting backflips off the slide and shit. Playing on the swing, jumping off the swing. Then we left the playground, you know, exploring just strolling through the hood, you know. This is Parkland. Strolling through Parkland. You know, niggas looking at us and shit. But they was cool with us, though. You know, because they was cool with me and Gizmo, because they was cool with Whoopi. You know, Whoopi is well known around there. You know. And around this time, like after that shootout, we came up with this crew called the Jokers. Actually, no, this was in '04. Before that, we came up with the crew called the Jokers. It was me, Whoopi, Gizmo, Jordan, Stanley, rest in peace to him, Reggie, Jonathan, I think it was two of them. So yeah, Jonathan, and Mike. So it was 9 of us. I remember Michael. Not Michael. Light skinned Jonathan. brown skin Jonathan. Brown skin Jonathan looked like Tyler James Williams from Everybody Hates Chris. Light skin Jonathan, dude was like almost the same complexion as Whippy. Light skin Jonathan always had yellow teeth though. Looked like he been eating yellow crayons and shit. Man. After a couple months, we just stopped that shit and just hung out like regular friends. You know, we'd be playing in the moon house, jumping in the moon house and shit, wrestling, hitting backflips and shit like that. Whenever we went to Williamsburg, all of us went. Well, not all of us, a few of us. Shit. A few of us went. Anyway, get back to the story. So we were strolling through Parkland, and we heard that they was gonna be bringing out guns and shit. And we was like, I was like, what? And my loud ass, I'm like, they bringing out guns? What kind of guns? And I was like, shh, nigga, shut the fuck up. I'm like, what kind of guns? Real guns or fake guns? Like real guns. He's like, real guns. I'm like, oh shit, real guns? Oh damn. I'm like, we need to get the fucking house then. He's like, no, we gonna stay out here. I'm like, dude, you serious? Yeah, we gonna stay out here. I'm like, well, y'all motherfuckers gonna stay out here, then I'm walking back to the house. I'm like, no, nigga, you staying out here. I'm about to go back to the playground. I'm like, whatever, nigga. So we went back to the playground, and exactly 7.5 minutes later, I still remember, 7.5 minutes later, niggas started shooting. It's Parkland versus Berry Farms. Motherfuckers in Berry Farms came over. Parkland, some dudes from Parkland, they pulled out an AK, and they started busting. That's a DC word, and I'm not using DC slang, man. I don't know why it's still in my head, man. Fucking DC slang. But dudes in Parkland brought out an AK, and they just started shooting out of nowhere. Dudes in Berry Farms, they rode in a kind of car. I think it was a tan van. They just rode in, tires screeched and everything. They got out. They had a dude in the back. They threw his ass out on the ground. They got out, started shooting. They got out and started shooting. This lady was running across the street with her baby in her hand. She got shot in the leg, threw her baby up in the air. Luckily, the baby landed on her, not in the street. I was pretty happy about that. But before all this happened, I was riding my bike. And I was riding it the ghetto way. You know when you ride your bike and, the chain is all messed up and you can't really ride it like that? I was just using my feet to pedal. I wasn't using the pedals. I was just using my feet to pedal. But I was out there riding the bike, and the first shots that rang out, which was the AK, I'm like, hold up, what the hell was that? And, I'm not the only one that thought this. I thought it was fireworks. I thought it was fireworks. I seen people getting down. I'm like, hold up, what's going on? Ain't that fireworks? And my cousin was like, no, nigga, that ain't no fireworks. Get the fuck down. And then I heard pistol shots. I'm like, oh, shit. And then I got down. Right where my cousin Gizmo was. I just got down. And keep in mind, I almost got shot. Cousin Gizmo almost got shot. That's why when I seen him run, I'm like, hold on, what the hell is going on? What? I'm sorry if you seen him naked. My bad. I'm sorry if you seen him naked. I don't think you seen him, but if you seen him naked, just don't. Just don't think about it. Yeah, I seen Gizmo running, and I'm like, hold up, what the hell is going on? When I was talking to him, when we got down, he was like, a bullet just flew past me. He said a bullet flew past me and hit the pole. I'm like, for real? Damn. I almost got hit with a bullet too. I just moved my head like a smidge away. I moved my head so slow, I almost got grazed by a bullet. It like flew right past my face right here. I'm like, oh shit, I'm scared of the motherfucker. So I got down, and then once that was done, you know, bitches screaming and shit, lady laying on the ground. Uh, we got up, went over there to the lady, got her baby, and they called the ambulance. And the house that she lived, I didn't know what house she lived in, but the dude that came out of her house, I didn't know that it was her house at first. But dude came out and we gave him the baby, and then we just ran back to Wibby's house. And my grandma heard the gunshots. We ran to the house. She opened the door and she started crying and hugging us because she thought we had got shot. And she was happy that she didn't lose us. I was happy myself. I was happy that I could still see my grandma. Oh man, I feel like crying right now, but I'm gonna stay strong. But man, that had to be the scariest day of my life, yo. Oh man. And that still haunts me to this day. I still have dreams of that, man. And you see why I don't hang out with black people like that. I hang out with more white people than black people now. It's because of shit like that. Niggas always wanna shoot, you know? We look down there, there's ambulances everywhere, cops everywhere. The fire truck that came down, I don't know why.
What happened this morning?
Whenever a goddamn shootout happens, why the hell did the fire truck come down though? It's just like my Aunt Kenya had that seizure. The fire truck came down for no reason. It wasn't no damn fire. No, I'm talking about that shootout that happened in '05. When me, Whoop, and Gizmo was down at the playground. And I told this dumbass we need to get to the house before they start shooting. He said, nah, nigga, we staying outside. You got to go back to the playground. Went back to the playground.
What happened this morning? Because it was an ambulance, it was police cars, and it was a fire truck.
Where?
It was right there in front of our house. It was right there. I don't know what they was right there for. It was right there for at least a whole hour. It was when mommy first came and woke us up, and that was like around 6 in the morning. It was a fire truck.
I was sleeping around. I was knocked the fuck out around 5. I was watching the Cleveland show all night.
We had a 2-hour delay, so we went back to sleep. But I don't know what happened.
Somebody probably got shot again. Speaking of getting shot, I'm gonna talk about that vlog in a second. How long I've been recording? 23 minutes.
You know, Keisha text you back. Right?
And keep it going. I know.
What, she got an app on?
I don't know. Man, those first shots that rang out, it was an AK. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was fireworks, and I know I wasn't the only one. I thought it was fireworks, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? You know, I seen Gizmo running, and he got down. I'm like, what the fuck? And Whoopi was on the other side. Gizmo was on this side, and Whoopi was on that side. And then Whoopi was like, get down, nigga, get down. I'm like, ain't that fireworks? Like, no, motherfucker, ain't no fireworks. They shooting. I'm like, oh shit, and the bullet flew past my head. I moved my head just in the nick of time. I damn near got grazed by one. I'm like, oh shit, and I ran down. I was riding a bike at the time. I got down. I'm like, damn, man. Mama said he almost got hit. The bullet just hit the pole, so he almost got hit. And the lady across the street was running across the street with her baby in her hand, got hit in the leg and threw her baby in the air. The baby landed on top of her. I was scared than a motherfucker. After they finished with all the bullshit, we ran across the street, picked up the baby and gave it to her boyfriend. Then we ran back to Whoopi's house, and Grandma was standing by the door, and she just hugged us all. Started crying. That shit was scary as hell, man.
Her boyfriend was walking across the street with her.
She was on the playground with her baby, and as they were shooting, she ran across the street and she got hit. Her boyfriend was already across the street and she was running to him. That shit was scary, man. But a couple months ago, that shit annoyed me. Those first shotgun, man, those first shots and the shotgun, man, that shit scared the shit out of me. But I mean, check out my blog, check out vlog number 4. Check that shit out. Check that shit out. You'll see. I was out there smoking a cigarette when it happened. As soon as I heard those first shots, it shit scared the shit out of me. I think, I seen this dude in black running. He had on all black. I think he had on a bandana too. He held the gun like this, like a gangster and shit. He was shooting back and then ran down the way that me, Women, Momo took, and me, Women, Gizmo take that shortcut. I don't know why I keep saying Momo. But me, Women, Gizmo take that shortcut. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I need to get the fuck out of DC. Put the cigarette out, put it in the trash. Put the bud in the trash. And just went in the house and recorded the rest of the vlog. Shit is getting too crazy in DC, man. I said the last video, I'm gonna say it this video. My New Year's resolution is to get the fuck out. I'm just saying. Just get the fuck out. Anyway.
You freaking light skin.
Anyway, that's the end of this video. Leave a like, leave a comment at me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll see you guys in episode 11 of Reminiscing with Jay. And that'll be the first time I got locked up. Peace out.